Okay, you'll remember my next guest is Chris Monroe on Charlie's Angels, and she played Grace Kelly. Now she's guest starring in the hit TV series Jessie. Take a look at a clip from Jessie. Please welcome Cheryl Ladd. That is so funny. I would not guess if I didn't know, if I didn't read the introduction, and they showed me that tape, I wouldn't guess that was you.
That's what happened on the show. It was really fun because they didn't announce me to the audience when we were taping it, and as soon as I came out, later on in scenes, I come out as myself, and the audience went, "Ah!"
They didn't know?
They freaked.
Now, how would you get a part like that? Because I wouldn't think of, you know, when they say get me is it Fargo-esque? Is that what
Well, it is my tribute to Frances McDormand.
Yes.
I loved her so much in that show.
Yes, and you have the accent down pat, but that is where you're from, isn't it?
Well, I'm from South Dakota.
Right.
Sort of Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. Oh, yeah, and a few of us talk like that for a while, you know.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Oh.
It's a hoot up there. Oh, yeah.
So did they know, did somebody know that you have that accent?
Well, what happened is I did an Ink episode, I don't know if any of you saw it, last year, Ted Danson's show, and the writer that was working on that show is now working on the Jessie show, and he remembered me, so when they were talking about possibly doing a sort of love interest for George Zunza, who plays the father in the show, he said, oh, I have the perfect person, and then he said Cheryl Ladd, and they all went, huh? Cheryl Ladd?
Because you wouldn't think of that, but
no,
that's wonderful
and they felt
that you
the
got
same
the
way.
opportunity.
He said, no,
she
could do it. She's nuts. She'd do it.
You're nuts.
Yeah, I am.
You are nuts. Are you nuts?
A little nuts.
You are?
I think so.
But when you came out here, did you get jobs right away? Were you an instance?
No, I didn't get jobs right away. As a matter of fact, well, when I came out here, you know, I'm this little girl from South Dakota, and my mother was not real excited about me coming to Los Angeles.
She didn't want you to pursue
No,
this.
she knew I was going to and wanted me to, but she was frightened to death. And you know, it was those days we had, all we knew about Hollywood was movie magazines. There was no behind the scenes in Hollywood or Entertainment Tonight or any of that.
Right.
So we didn't know anything. We were so naive, and out we came. And I talked to my mother every week on the telephone. How are you, honey? How's it going? And every week I got the casting couch lecture. And, you know, and watch out for these producers.
Men trying to have their way with you?
Oh, yes, and be careful, sweetheart. And, you know, we're worried about you here, and just, you don't. And I said, don't worry, Mom.
So did that happen to you?
Well, no.
No?
No, about a year into it, I
That's
called
a good thing.
her. Well, I called her, and I said, hi, Mom. And she said, what's the matter, honey? I said, well, I'm a little depressed. And she said, oh, you're not getting any work? I said, no, I'm not. Nobody's hitting on me. And she said, this is bad. I said, well, you've been talking about it for a year, and now I think there must be something wrong with me because nobody made a pass at me for a year. And a week later, I went on this audition, this real heavy set guy smoking a cigar. I mean, it was like the most typical of all. I'm reading the script, and all of a sudden he's next to me, and all of a sudden his arm's around me, and I jump up, and he literally chased me around the desk, and I'm out the door, and I went, thanks, bye. And I ran, I called my mom, Mom, guess what? She said, you got a part? I said, no, I got hit on.
Would we know this guy?
Yeah.
We would know the guy.
Oh,
you don't want to tell us who it is?
No.
No?
No.
They're doing Charlie's Angels again in Spanish.
They are.
Yes.
Telemundo.
Yes.
They're doing all the old episodes.
They're going to take your scripts and redo them, right?
Sí.
Sí.
I'm not in it.
Are you auditioning?
No.
Sí. No.
No.
But that should be interesting
no
to watch.
muy bueno en español.
Have no idea what you said, but I'm sure it was. You're right. Now, I understand you also. Do you ever play practical jokes? Because it's Practical Joke Week. Do you ever? No? Yes?
I hate practical jokes.
You hate practical jokes?
I'm like,
welcome to this week.
I'm scared.
You're scared.
I'm not much in the practical joke thing. No.
Now, I understand. So you're not in practical jokes. One thing I read you're into is golfing. You've become a semi-golf pro?
Well, not a golf pro at all, but Buick. The Buick company asked me to come and work with them. I'm sort of a Buick ambassador. And I don't know if you know this, but Buick sponsors 4 major golf tournaments every year for the PGA. They've done it for 40 years. They have raised over $13 million for charities.
I'm not good at golf. I always have a big problem with the windmill. I can never get the cart by the windmill. You know what I mean? You're going to show me how to golf?
You've never played?
I've never really.
I'd love to show you.
Show me how to golf,
right.
and we'll go over here. This is my course apparently. I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
I know. What am I looking at here? This must be the green.
First, this is our tee box.
This is our tee box.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Okay, you're a lefty. Let's
see.
I
may not golf left-handed.
Well, I think you should try it left-handed.
So do you actually go on pro tours?
I think this is your lefty.
Okay.
Yeah, I play with the pros, and now, what I just want you to do is get the setup right, because the setup's the most important thing. So you're going to put your club as if the tee were there. Spread your feet.
Okay.
Put your over your shoulders.
Right.
You have to bend from the waist a little bit.
All right.
Then you kind of that's a little too much.
Okay.
Yeah, about perfect.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. Your grip is.
My grip's no good. There.
Okay.
So you go on.
That's good. You have to make kind of a little.
Have you ever? Ooh, this is nice. I'm starting to like golfing. Have you ever had a golfing mishap?
I'm about to, I think.
Okay. Oh, God.
You have to.
Are you helping me? It feels
good.
Golfing feels so good.
How is it for you?
Yeah, that's good.
You have to bend over just a little, bend your knees a little.
Right.
Spread your legs a little.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Okay. Stay right there.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Have you ever had a problem golfing? Have you ever had?
Yeah, well, I hit a bird once.
Isn't that good?
No,
a
that's
birdie,
not. A birdie is good. Hitting a bird is not good.
You actually hit a bird?
I did. I teed off, and this huge crane was just down from the tee, and I hit this, what I thought was a pretty good shot.
I'm just warming up.
Okay, good. Loosen up. You got to be loose. Relax.
Okay.
Keep your knees bent. Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, you nut! It's Practical Joke Week, and you got me. Cheryl Loud, ladies and gentlemen. Watch for her on Jesse, NBC, Thursday, February 11th at 8:30 p.m. We're going to be back with magician Lance Burton right after this. Stay where you are. Wow.